Member Russell, bus casualty reduction target.
I believe deaths and serious injuries as a result of collisions on London's roads are neither acceptable nor inevitable. Unlike my predecessor, who refused to commit to Vision Zero for road safety or set a bus-specific target to eliminate all fatalities involving buses, I am committed to eradicate these tragic events from our streets. It is for this reason that my draft transport strategy goes further than any such document has gone before in London. I'm the first London Mayor to include a target to reduce fatalities involving buses on London's roads to zero by 2030 and death and serious injury overall for other vehicles by 2041. To further demonstrate my commitment to this Vision Zero approach, I'm leading by example, and I'm committed to reducing casualties at a faster pace with London buses. My target to reduce the number of people killed in or by London buses to zero by 2030 is, I'm told, very bold, but has been set with reference to past trends in casualty reductions while taking into account my new Vision Zero approach. I should make clear that although the vision is for 2030, I want to see a reduction in bus incidents every single year. In my draft transport strategy, I set the ambitious target to reduce the number of people who are killed or seriously injured in or by London buses by 70% by 2022. The target must be stretching and ambitious to help drive progress, but also realistic and achievable. I will identify every opportunity to enhance my bus safety programme and will take on board feedback from the Assembly's Driven to Distraction report. The bus safety standard, which will involve safety requirements to be written into all bus contracts from the end of 2018, is at the heart of this work, and I'm certain it will be effective in reducing bus collisions. While I'm confident that my target for 2030 is ambitious but achievable, there is considerable uncertainty in terms of the benefits of safety technology measures beyond 2022. Although safety technology has proven effective in driving down the number of people killed and seriously injured in private hire cars over the past decade, it is currently unclear how effective these will be on buses carrying standard passengers or how quickly bus manufacturers can incorporate these new technologies. Therefore, if we are achieving good progress, I'll review whether we should bring forward the target date from before 2030 to stretch our progress still further.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and it is really good to see you being so ambitious, to get things down by 70% by 2022, and also to hear you saying you want things to get better every single year, because taking a Vision Zero approach means being able to put your hand on your heart and say that you are doing absolutely everything possible now to prevent any death and injury on our roads. And I'm going to now ask you a few specific things into a bit of detail about things that you could be doing now. So first of all, intelligent speed adaptation. You told me back in June that intelligent speed adaptation would begin to be introduced on buses later this year. So how many buses have now been fitted with this potentially life-saving technology?
So my answer is the intelligent speed assistance will be fitted to new buses from December, and it's just one component of the wide-ranging bus safety standard. I could read out the bus safety standard if you want me to.
It's the point is, I know that the new buses are getting it from 2018, but back in June I had an MQ where I was told that it would be being introduced on the existing, so it's the retrofit of the existing fleet. You've got about 8,000 buses
from
in the
December.
fleet. Do you know how many?
Well, I'm about to write to you, but the note says here, from December ISA begins, but I'm happy to give you a note on a monthly basis about
that would be
progress made.
fantastic. Thank you very much. Basically, ISA technology, it makes buses stick to the speed limit sort of 97 to 99% of the time. These lower speeds cut collisions, and speeding out up the rollout of ISA will actually help you with Vision Zero.
Accepted.
So then, bus driver working conditions. You've already mentioned the Transport Committee's report led by Assembly Member Pidgeon. During that investigation, bus drivers told us that sometimes they can work up to 16 hours a day, which can include up to 10 hours of driving time. We heard about drivers who were unable to take minimum legal breaks and a lack of toilet facilities on routes, meaning that when they get their breaks, they spend them running around trying to find a toilet in the first place. Tired drivers are more likely to make mistakes. So the report in Driven to Distraction called on you to commission and publish a piece of research into London bus drivers' working conditions. Unite and the bus drivers themselves have also called for this in their Bill of Rights. So you're revising the bus safety programme now. Will you get this research done and use the findings to inform the bus safety programme?
There's an announcement imminent about the progress made. We're working with Bus Drivers Unite and TfL, which will be this side of Christmas. And that will answer your question about the research, but I don't want to preempt the announcement because the discussion's taking place now. But it's good news, and you'll be pleased to you'll be pleased with it. Which is
I
what I'm
look
trying to
forward
say.
to it, and I hope
Rather
that
than unhappy with it,
the people like these bus safety campaigners who've been really
It's
trying
a very
to change
good report,
things.
and I've got to say this. I mean, some of the testimony the Assembly received is quite disturbing to read and very upsetting. And so it's a very important report, and there's an announcement imminent on that.
That's really good to hear. Very quickly, the incentives in the bus contract, something else you could do. At the moment, the bus contracts are focused on reliability, and safety is not factored into that payment structure. So can you ask TfL to integrate safety targets in the quality incentive contracts so that it agrees with their operators?
So the bus safety standard, which will involve safety requirements, will be written into all bus contracts from the end of next year.
From the end of next year?
The new contracts, because obviously you can't retrospectively.
Excellent.
So I say,
thank you. And then finally, on transparency, I gather TfL and the bus operators had a London Bus Safety Summit this week. Transport Committee members were blocked from attending. What was it they were discussing that needed to be kept behind closed doors?
I've got no idea. I'm happy to write to this member.
That would be very good. Thank you very much indeed.